Coca-Cola. The recipe for this drink, which we've all loved since childhood and which we associate with Christmas, is a mystery. What is this liquid made of? What does Coca-Cola contain that it can supposedly clean rust and be used instead of detergent? If you look at the composition on the label of the bottle, in the first place you'll see that it has water. In fact, the main ingredient of the drink is water filtered in 5 stages. The first step in the production of Coca-Cola is filling a special tank with plenty of water. This process is automated. The worker only has to press a few buttons. Then, little by little, syrup is added to the water. It consists of citric acid, caffeine, sugar, vanilla, and lime juice. And now we've come to the most interesting thing, the secret ingredient. This is the very component that gives Coca-Cola that unique flavor that we all love. In 2011, some of its ingredients were unveiled. These are various oils such as cinnamon, lemon, and nutmeg oil. It also includes cilantro and orange blossom essential oil. The exact composition of the syrup, however, remains a trade secret. Interestingly, Coca-Cola syrup is prepared separately and then shipped to factories around the world. After this, the whole process is reduced to mixing the syrup with the water. The resulting liquid is saturated with carbon dioxide in a special device known as a carbonator and poured into the bottles. Artificial Christmas trees. The tradition of decorating trees for New Year's Eve or Christmas exists in almost every country in the world. Today, you can choose between buying a real Christmas tree or an artificial one. However, this last option appeared recently, around the 1960s. Nowadays, there's a great variety of artificial Christmas trees. Naturally, they're made in different ways. Today, we'll show you one of the most common processes. It all starts by making the body. Factory workers use special bending machines to give the steel profiles the desired shape. Then, with the help of a welding machine, the structural elements are joined together. The future Christmas tree will consist of several parts, each of which is created separately. The metal coating with polyester powder gives the surface a great finish. This material has a better look than ordinary paint and it lasts longer. The foliage of the Christmas tree is made of polyvinyl chloride, i.e. plastic. The material is delivered to the plant in the form of green rolls. Special equipment with circular blades cuts the sheet into strips, which are then rolled. The next step is processing each bundle with more blades. At the end, the plastic resembles the needles of a Christmas tree. Then, another equipment fixes details of different tones together. Here, the needles of the Christmas tree are placed onto a metal line. At this stage, the branches are ready. In some cases, they can be painted white to create the illusion of snow. Now all you have to do is put the branches together and attach them to a metal frame, which is then placed on the body. In this factory, the trees are immediately decorated as well. The workers attach the lights to the frame and the Christmas tree decorations to the branches. Candy canes. All candy canes, regardless of size and color, are made with the same technology. The first step is mixing the ingredients, corn syrup and large amounts of sugar and water. The result is a thick, viscous paste. In a separate container, starch is mixed with mint flavoring. The resulting mixture is added to the first mixture. Combining the two uniformly is too difficult for a person, so a special machine is used for this. Cold water circulates inside the equipment to keep the sweet mix at the ideal temperature. The machine is also responsible for the next step. It places the mixture on a metal stick, stretching it over and over again. As a result of these manipulations, the mixture is saturated with oxygen. You can tell even by the color, which changes from yellow to creamy. For the next production step, the dough must be soft, so it's heated with the help of other equipment. Some colored pieces are then added to the product. Their composition differs only in the presence of dye. At this stage, the workpiece weighs approximately 45 kilograms. The result will be a total of 3,200 sweets. Then the special equipment twists and compresses the sweets in order to obtain long, thin pieces. The next step is cutting. At this moment, the sweets are almost ready. Now it's time to pack them and, most importantly, bend them. All of these processes are also fully automated. Christmas tree ornaments. All Christmas trees have beautiful and colorful decorations. Surprisingly, in many places, they're made almost entirely by hand. This video shows the work of one of the oldest factories producing Christmas tree ornaments in Russia. Strange as it may seem, it all begins with a piece of glass that looks like a thin tube. A glass blower processes it with a burner. Thanks to the high temperature, the material becomes soft enough to be given the proper shape. During the process, the master blows into the tube. Thus, the heated area increases in volume and fills the mold. After that, the ornament is heated again, so that all sharp corners become soft. Of course, there are many different ways to paint the decorations. The video shows manual coloring. Gingerbread. The tradition of making these products appeared in Germany in the 19th century. Some researchers believe that it originated from the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel by the Grimm brothers. However, the popularity of gingerbread and gingerbread houses has not faded in the last 2 centuries. Its recipe hasn't changed much either. But the technology has evolved and improved. It all starts by mixing the ingredients in the right proportions. First, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. The resulting mixture is put into an industrial mixer. Cinnamon, ground ginger, nutmeg, and some other ingredients are carefully weighed. Interestingly, although the finished product is known as gingerbread, it has much more cinnamon in it than ginger. These products are also added to the mixer. The final ingredients are water, sugar, vegetable shortening, and flour. They're mixed until the dough is ready. It's then transported through a conveyor belt to a machine known as a dough sheeter. It converts the loose dough into a smooth, homogeneous sheet. The next step is cutting. The dough is cut with something like a cookie cutter to create the elements of the future gingerbread house. The resulting figures are separated from the dough. The rest of the dough is then returned to the dough sheeter, and the whole cycle is repeated. This reduces the amount of waste. The pieces of dough are transported to the oven, where they're baked at 71 degrees Celsius. The pieces are then sent from the oven to the spiral conveyor. They move it along long enough to cool down. At this stage, the products are ready to be packed. They're placed in a box so that anyone can buy the pieces and build their own gingerbread house. The company also sells houses already assembled, which are built in the factory. The gingerbread elements are glued together with pre-made sugar glaze. In this case, the only thing the buyer should do is decorating the house to their liking. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.